Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Pastor Albert. I am delighted to have you as always. Have you ever been through the situation where you feel that your relationship is falling apart? Are you going through a form of crisis? The subject of relationship in crisis has been on my mind, and I've been praying about it, asking the Lord for guidance. What do we do when we are in a relationship and we feel like things are not going on well? What do we do when we feel our partner is not being faithful? We feel a lot of things within the relationship is not adding up. How do we go about it? And the purpose of this video is to share some ideas as to how we can go about situations when our relationships are not moving in the direction that we expect it to be, or we are going through turbulent moments of crisis and we need answers. What do I mean by crisis? Crisis could be anything that brings some form of turbulence, some form of misunderstanding, some form of chaos in the relationship where the two parties seem not to understand each other anymore. They seem to have this interest in each other. Everything is not gelling up in the way it used to be. Then we can say that the relationship is in crisis. It could be conflict of ideas. It could be cheating. It could be disinterest in the progress of the relationship. All these things can add up to a form of crisis which can be encountered in a relationship. And bear in mind that so long as there are two individuals, there is always a moment where something will come up which will be a crisis moment, which will require that each partner puts in their very best to make the relationship resolve to its better state. But how do we go about such situations when it arises in our relationship? In my view, the best way to resolve crisis situations is tackling communication adequately. Communication has always played a very significant role in every form of relationship, whether in a romantic relationship, whether in marriage, whether in a workplace environment, in business, in trading, in any other aspect of life. You realize that communication plays a very significant role. So with the right tools of communication, we're able to address our issues and have a broader picture of what is really happening. If we don't do that, then we succumb to the pressure of not understanding each other. And if I don't understand you as a spouse, how am I able to know what's really going on? Many a times we tend to shun away from communication, and we feel that when we keep to ourselves and hold to the grudges and hold to the unhappiness, it would let our significant other know that there is something going on. Once there is an issue, we tend to isolate the issue and attack the person involved. But when you do that, you end up building up to the problem and you are not dealing with the issue. So communication will always play a vital role in addressing issues in our relationships when we have crisis moments. You see, you approach it in a systematic way. And when that is done, you realize that probably what you are perceiving might not be the situation. What you are perceiving might not be the critical issue that needs to be handled. I believe that in every relationship, you should be mature to a certain point to even enter into a relationship. So in that maturity comes with finding the right words, finding the right soothing voice, which will help you all look at the situation critically rather than attacking each other. Yes, tough times do exist, and they always do exist in any sphere of life. But I want to encourage you that if tough times approach or tough times come your way in your relationship, you have to toughen up and deal with the issues. Do not succumb and say that, well, I can't take it anymore. Yes, sometimes there are situations where you have done your best, you have sought the right counsel and the medium to address the issue, and it is still not working. Another counsel I would share is to go in prayer. Sometimes prayer is all that. There are situations that we can go to the Lord in prayer and ask that, Lord, give me guidance. Let your Holy Spirit that dwells in me guide me through this situation. And I know the Lord that we serve, who is faithful, who hears the call of his children, will hear you and give you answers in the best methods or the best approach to solving these issues. I must note that every relationship involves investment of time to nurture the beautiful thing that you are shared. So if you're going through crisis, it might be a point of reflection for you both. It might be a point where you have to reflect and see where the relationship is going. But I always encourage you, with the right communication, with prayer, you would always come through victorious. I encourage you to put in the comment section your experiences, how you dealt with the situation that according to you was a crisis moment in your relationship, so that we will dialogue further. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and turn on the post notification so that you'll be notified on subsequent videos. God bless you, and see you on the next video. Bye bye for now. Shalom.